There's a piece of gear that I've rarely used, and it's a teleprompter. When I make my videos, I typically do an outline, or I'll even write a script, and then what I'll do is look at that outline or script, and then do that section on camera. But by doing it in this way, I have to do certain parts of my videos over and over and over, and sometimes it really feels like I'm just doing the same thing like 20 times before I get it right. Now, using a teleprompter simplifies this process because I could have my entire script written out right in front of me, and then I could do it once or twice and be able to have a good take that I could use for the edit. So using a teleprompter not only speeds up the shooting process, but also speeds up the editing workflow. However, the problem for me is that I do a lot of my videos outside, and I do a lot of my videos on the go. So if I am to use a teleprompter, I need to have one that can come with me in my backpack. And it just so happens that last week I got an email asking if I wanted to try out the new Padcaster Parrot Pro. Kind of perfect timing. So in this video, I'm gonna show you all the features around the Padcaster Parrot Pro and why this is such a useful tool for creators and something that I'm going to be using for future videos. Now, I just want to give you a quick disclosure. They did send this out to me for free to test. However, they didn't see this video before I posted it, and I was not asked to say anything specific in this video. So this is a small compact teleprompter that fits right on the end of your lens. As you can see here, this is the setup that I've been using when I've been playing around with this teleprompter. So I have the Sony ZV-E1 with my 20 to 70 millimeter, and then the Padcaster Parrot Pro is just right out front. And with this setup, I've been able to take this anywhere, whether it's here in my office or outside, and be able to film some videos using this teleprompter setup. And the size of this teleprompter is the huge advantage for creators. So in the tray, it could fit any smartphone or small monitor up to 4.2 inches. And the size of the teleprompter as a whole is about 6.5 by 5 inches. And when you close it down, it's about 5 inches by 3 inches. So you could easily fit this in a backpack to take with you anywhere. Now, it comes with a special lens mount system so that you can just slip this onto your lens when you're out filming. The Parrot Pro comes with a set of rings that fit any filter thread. And with this setup that I have right here for outside, I have an ND filter in between the lens and the Parrot Pro. That way I could film outside and still have a wide open aperture and be able to get that shallow depth of field. But with the way that it connects, I could still put the rings on top of an ND filter and it still works great. So I don't really have to change my setup beyond what I'm already doing. All I had to do is add on the additional ring and then slip on the teleprompter and I'm ready to start filming. Now, when you put your phone into the tray system, it extends outwards to fit different size phones. And there's two little flaps that pop up to be able to hold your phone snug. And on the bottom of the tray, there's a lock that you could screw to tighten it up so that your phone doesn't fall out. So when you put your phone in the tray, you could tighten it up, just a quick twist, shake it around, and the phone's not gonna fall out. Now, you're not gonna be shaking the teleprompter when you're using, but it is a level of comfort knowing that the phone is not gonna fall out. And for me, I have a case on my phone and it works with this setup. The tray is just connected to the glass with these two connector points, and they look just like a GoPro mount. So you can untwist them, loosen it up, close it, open it, twist them to tighten it, and it's got a hard stop so the tray is not gonna bend down too low when you're using it. Overall, it's a super clean setup. And the material that it's made out of is plastic, but it does feel good quality. And I haven't noticed any issues when shooting through this piece of glass. And also on the bottom of this teleprompter where you tighten your phone into the tray, there's a 1/4-20. So you don't have to put this on your lens to be able to use it. If you want to just set it right in front of your camera, you could put this teleprompter on a stand with that 1/4-20. So you can use it a variety of ways, whether you want to attach it directly to your lens or you just want to set it right in front of your lens. And if you're someone who's using like a smartphone or a GoPro, you could still use this teleprompter. Padcaster makes a universal parrot adapter, which allows you to attach any style of camera behind the teleprompter. So if you are someone who's a smartphone creator or you have just a different setup that doesn't work with this lens attachment, then you just get this universal adapter and the adapter can attach to a tripod. The other cool thing is that it's so small and lightweight that it doesn't really throw the balance of your camera that far off. So if you are in a situation where you want to use something like a gimbal, you could slide your camera back a little bit further to balance out the weight, and you'd be able to run this with a gimbal and get some interesting walk and talks using a teleprompter. Now, to get your scripts on your phone and be able to read them off of the teleprompter, they provide a free app. And so here's the app. I just have a couple scripts in here. One is a video that I just made for my course on how to grow a YouTube channel. I just uploaded it onto the Creator Film School. And if you want more information about that, I'll put a link in the description to the Creator Film School for you to check out. And so how it works is you just hit the plus button, you could add a file name, and then you could add your script content. So wherever you write your script, you just bring it into your phone, add it in here, and then you could just launch your script, and then you could change all your settings for the script with these 3 lines in the corner. So there's a ton of ways you could tweak this, whether it's font size or the scroll speed or your margins on the left and right, but you could set up everything to make it flow the best for the way that you like to shoot. And so when you hit play, it's just gonna auto scroll through the text. So you just set it up so you can easily read the text as it scrolls by. Now, if you want a little bit more control, you could connect a Bluetooth remote and be able to control this manually. So this is the way that I've been using this recently. Padcaster has this little remote, and there's some different functions with this remote to be able to move the script up or down, or start playing the automatic scroll, or stop the automatic scroll. And so what I've been doing is I'll just hold this in my hand and I'll just click through it as I'm going. And if you're solo and you don't mind seeing that you're holding a remote, it's very easy just to flip through and have this kind of hidden in your hand, especially if you're someone who wants to have more control. However, if you are someone who doesn't want to see this, well, you could just hit play, put it down, let it scroll through, and if you mess up, you just grab your remote, pause it, scroll backwards, play it again, put the remote, and keep going. And that way you're not having to run over to camera, stop the script, scroll it back, start again, get back in your place, because that could get really tedious after a while. Now, personally, one of the things that I really like about this setup is that you could still use wide lenses, even though it is a small, compact teleprompter. So with this 20 to 70 millimeter lens, you could see right here, I'm just shooting at a whiteboard. At 20 millimeter, on the edges, you see the teleprompter. However, if I zoom into like a 28, roughly around there, you lose all of those edges. So having a wider lens like a 28 millimeter allows me to do like a stand-up, and I don't have to be super far away from the camera. It's a lot more useful when I'm out filming on location. And if you're using something like a switch pod, you could get it further away from yourself, and you can actually do a walk and talk and do this kind of vlog style with a teleprompter. 28 is a little bit punched in. It's not like a full 24 or even like a 20, but it is wide enough where if that is a shot that you want to get, you can make it work. And because it's such a lightweight product, it's not gonna add a ton onto your camera when you're shooting in this style. So the price of this teleprompter is around $200, depending on if you're just getting the simple setup with just the teleprompter, or if you wanna get the universal mount, which adds a little bit more onto it. However, if you're watching this video at the time of upload, there's about 2 weeks left of the Kickstarter, so you could get it at a discount. So I'll include a link down below in the description to where you could check out the Kickstarter for the next couple weeks. But personally, this is gonna be a product that I'm gonna start utilizing more and more, because when I'm out filming, it helps speed up the amount of time it takes to actually make the video, and also it just helps with the whole editing process. I've been using it a ton this week to be able to build out some different classes on the Creator Film School, and it's made the whole process so much easier. And so if you wanna learn how to grow your YouTube channel or make better videos, head over to thecreatorfilmschool.com. But next, you should check out this video right here. It goes through some tips on a specific style of shot that you should use when you're out filming, creating your videos. I'll see you over there.